convert your ideas into money. As simple as that. Whatever is your passion, whatever is your ideas, you have to convert your ideas into money by converting them, your passion and your purpose, into a business. And not only one source of income. If you convert your passion into business, you can have multiple sources of income. So convert your knowledge into money. That is the mantra. Keep it in mind. And for that, you have to become an authority. How you can become an authority? See the difference. When I started this webinar today, I said, do you want to become an influencer? Now you see that there is a difference, a huge difference between an influencer and being an authority. Once you are an authority, people respect you like you are something big. You are big. They want to follow you. So my dear friends, these are the steps if you want to become an authority. You can note them down. The steps to become an authority. Do you want to become an authority? Note down the steps. The first step is finding your micro niche. I'll tell you what micro niche is. Note down, the first step is micro niche. The second step is crafting your elevator pitch. I'll explain each and everything to you, just note it down. Then content creation. Okay. Then comes systems. Then comes community. Then comes products. And then comes strategy. But the problem with us is that the moment we think of something or a business, we think about products and we think about one thing, how to sell it. Becho, 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 becho. Okay, that is the wrong approach. That doesn't work in the new economy. That doesn't work in the modern day society. Why? Because today's customer, today's consumer is much, much more wiser than the earlier people. Okay. Now, the first step, if we talk about, is to find your micro niche. What is a micro niche? You understand niche? You understand niche? Niche is the area in which you want to work. Is the business or the, say, type of business which you want to go into. Okay, that is a bigger scenario, a bigger niche. But if you concentrate on a bigger niche, you are a nobody. Yes, you are a nobody. Suppose you are a doctor. Somebody asks you, what do you do for a living? And you answer, I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. I'm a coach. I'm an advocate. I'm a trainer. That's a wrong answer, my dear friends. That's a wrong answer. Because if you say I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm a coach, I'm an advocate or things like that, you are a generalist. You are a generalist, a general practitioner. Whereas the world is looking for and searching for specialists. This is the age wherein specialists will survive, not generalists. आप किसी जनरल फिजिशियन के पास जाते हो क्या? सिंपल सी चीज है यार. Just try to understand. Okay. So what you want to be? Tell me, this is a question. What do you want to be? Ask yourself. You want to be a generalist or a specialist? Of course, everybody would like to be a specialist. Then how to become a specialist? For that, you have to find your micro niche. And what's a micro niche? How to find that? You want me to tell you? Okay. Finding your micro niche. Your niche must have 3 components. Every niche, whatever, whether this is a global niche or a smaller niche or a micro niche, a niche must have 3 components. The first component is passion. Yes, you must be passionate about whatever you want to do. If you are not passionate, you will not be able to do justice with whatever you are doing. Note it down that this is the first requirement of finding your niche. You must be passionate about whatever you want to do. Okay. Now, the second requirement is that you should have the required skill for that passion or for that business or for that profession. Agree with me? You need the skills. First thing is you must have a passion. Second thing, the second requirement is that you must have the skills. And if you don't have the skills, you must learn the skills. Okay. And the third requirement is there should be a demand for whatever you want to do. Suppose you want to do something and for that there is, you know the thing also, you have got all the skills, but there is no demand for that in the market. What will you do? You will be a failure. So your niche should be something for which you are passionate, for which you have got skills, and for which there is demand in the market. Okay. So that is your niche, this area. Okay. This area is your niche. Is that clear? Now, how to reach there? There's a global niche. Suppose I say we are into healthcare. Healthcare is a very wide term that includes yoga, that includes naturopathy, that includes hospitals, that includes medicine, that includes a lot of things. Healthcare. So if suppose somebody says, I'm into healthcare, it's a very, very vague thing. Now suppose somebody says, I'm a yoga trainer. Again, yoga is a very wide term, and again this is vague. That becomes specific niche. From a global niche, that becomes a specific niche. Then what is a micro niche? Suppose you are a yoga therapist, a yoga trainer, and you tell people that I'm a yoga trainer for men above 40. That becomes a micro niche. Suppose you tell I'm a yoga trainer for men above 40 and in Delhi only. Then this is the perfect micro niche. Suppose you are a dermatologist and you say, I help people to have a healthy looking skin, and that too for female within the age group of 25 to 35 in Delhi. It's a specific micro niche. So accordingly, you can decide what micro niche you want to go into. That is a micro niche. And okay, here you will feel that if you are just restricting yourself to a very small segment of the society, you will be having lesser clients. I agree, you will be having lesser clients, but you will be more popular in that particular niche, and you will be able to command a higher fee or a higher price for whatever you are offering. So ultimately, you will be ending up making much more money than in the general practice. A specialist always makes more money than a generalist. Okay. Now, is it clear how to find your niche? Is it clear? Now, the second thing is you have to craft your elevator pitch. Now, what is an elevator pitch? Do you know? Do you know what is an elevator pitch? Okay, I'll explain you. An elevator pitch is, suppose you are just about to enter a lift and some unknown person is also entering the lift along with you, and by chance he smiles at you or you smile at him and he asks, what do you do? I'm a doctor. Chapter closed, no further talk. And if you say, I'm a doctor, or say I'm into healthcare, helping people within the age group of 25 to 35 in having a healthy glowing skin, the person will have a curiosity. How do you do that? And the conversation starts. Once the conversation starts, the door starts opening for you. You have got a new contact. You may exchange card with them or exchange number with them, and now you start growing your circle and you start growing your business because you are establishing yourself as a specialist, as a master. And today there is a demand, huge demand for specialists, not for journalists. Okay, so this is the elevator pitch. This should not be for more than 10-20 seconds. That should be perfect on your tongue. You should learn it by your heart. कि जहां भी किसी को बोलना पड़े फट 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 फट, जैसे टेप रिकॉर्डर होता है, आपने बटन दबाया और विद इन 10-15 seconds आपने अपना इंट्रोडक्शन प्रोफेशनली दिया. That is your elevator pitch. You have to craft it carefully and you should learn it by heart. It's very simple. Okay, but this is very, very important. Now, the third and a bit tough work is creating content. Yes, my dear friends, if you want to become an authority, you want to become an influencer, you want to become a coach, you have to create content. There are various forms of content. We'll talk about it, but content creation is a must. It should be engaging. The content should be engaging, should be valuable, should bring some benefit to the user and the society. Okay, it should not be something like which has got no meaning or no value. If you are doing like that, it's waste. So what can be the form of a content? It can be writing a book. What we are talking about? What we are talking about? We are talking about the steps of becoming an authority. You have to become an authority, and if you just see the first letters of this word authority, just remove ty, ity, and what remains is be the author. So if you want to become an authority, you have to become an author. That's a basic requirement, my dear friends. And if you complete this one particular thing, you will be altogether elevated to a new height. But there's a big problem here. Most of the people think that when they become an authority, they will write a book. This is the first thing. I'm not an authority. How can I write a book? That is the biggest mistake people are making, and you are also making. My dear friends, the day you write a book and your book is published, you automatically become an authority. Note it down. The day your book is published, you automatically become an authority. Now people start taking you as somebody who is knowledgeable, who is valuable, who is important, and you get a new elevation in your profession, in your life. So writing a book is a must. If you don't know how to write a book, I can teach you in my workshops. We are going to conduct a workshop very soon, a series of workshops rather, where I'll be teaching all of the things. Why I said all, because there are so many things involved. So that is the reason we'll be teaching everything related to this particular profession, that is coaching or becoming an authority. All the things we'll be teaching over there in the workshop. Okay. Now, you can write blog posts, you can write articles for the magazine, because this is not the age of the print material. Not printed magazines or newspapers are very less, and that these things are being replaced by blogs. So you can start writing articles for blogs. You can create videos for YouTube and other platforms, for Facebook, for Instagram, and other places. Okay. But it should be valuable, it should be useful, it should give an impact, positive impact in the lives of the user. That's a basic requirement, and it should be done on a consistent, regular basis. Okay. Now, once you start creating these content pieces, whether this is a book, whether this is a blog, whether these are videos, whether these are motivational quote images, whatever it is. It should be done on a regular basis. Now for a book, people are afraid मेरे को तो आता नहीं है, मेरी इंग्लिश अच्छी नहीं है. अरे यार हिंदी में लिख लो ना, पंजाबी में लिख लो, जिस लैंग्वेज में आप जानते हो उसमें लिख लो. And I tell you, writing a book is not that difficult. If you take my workshop, I'll explain it to you. It's damn simple, and it was very difficult in the old days to get your book published. Now Amazon Baba is there, like Google Baba. Amazon is there for publishing of your book, and you can publish your book easily on Amazon. Okay, so all the things will be explained in the workshop if you join that. Now the next step is systems. You should have systems also. You should know and understand what are the systems you will be requiring. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. But if you want to grow in your business, you have to have them. So first is email marketing. You must know how to do email marketing. If you don't know, you have to learn this, because sending emails from your Google or your Yahoo or your Hotmail, all these things, is not practically possible. You have to send a few, you can send a few emails at a time. But suppose you have got 10,000 people in your list, how your Google or your Yahoo is going to be useful? It cannot. They'll block your account. So for that, there are email services available, and automated email services with autoresponders. You can set up a system over there, a series of emails, maybe 5, 10, 20, 50 emails, and one after the other at a fixed interval, or depending upon the behavior of your client or the contact, emails will be sent automatically to all of them. So that is a proper system, a marketing system. People are making huge money marketing various products through emails. And one more thing I'd like to tell you, that suppose if you are depending on Facebook or on YouTube or on Google or on Instagram or on LinkedIn, they may change their system, their requirements, their algorithm any day, and they keep on changing the things. Every day there are changes which most of people don't know. The system keeps on changing. So if they, like long back, Google changed their ad rates drastically, okay? And most of the people who were advertising on Google and their businesses were dependent on Google advertising, they were finished overnight because the new rates were not affordable for them. They were small-time business people, and Google raised their ad rates to a new high, which was beyond the reach of the small people. Why Google did that? Because Google had started getting ads from big corporates. They were willing to pay more. So why, when somebody is getting more for the same space, why should they sell it for a smaller amount, for a lesser amount, for a cheap, at a cheap rate? They will not. So the things can change in Facebook, in Google or other places. But if you have got an email list, that is your asset, that is your private property. Nobody can steal it from you. That is your capped audience. Okay, the captive audience is always, always, always better than any other outside system. Agree with me? Now, the second system which you must learn, this is something new which has started recently, that is WhatsApp marketing, bulk WhatsApp marketing. Now there are systems and apps. By using those apps, you can sell bulk messages on WhatsApp also. So this is another thing which you must understand. Then there is Telegram. You must understand Telegram as well. Okay. Once you understand these things, then you must have funnels in place. You know funnel? Are you aware what a funnel is? तेल डालते हैं ना, बोतल में तेल डालना हो, वैसे डालेंगे तो बिखर जाएगा ना. तो एक वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं कीप, कुप्पी, वो बोतल पे लगाते हैं, उसमें ऊपर से डालते हैं तो नीचे अंदर जो भी तेल, पानी, दवाई, whatever it is, बोतल में चला जाता है, बिखरता नहीं. Okay. So here the funnel Role of the funnel is that you draw traffic. Traffic means people from various sources. वो आते हैं, उनमें आप awareness create करते हो, फिर उनका interest बनता है, फिर वो decide करते हैं, फिर वो action लेते हैं और आपका product या आपकी service खरीदते हैं, and ultimately you get customers out of the public which is approaching your business. This is the funnel. So you have to create funnels and you have to use funnels if you want to automate your business. When you start using funnels, your business will be run 24/7, 365. Okay, you don't have to work all the time. While you are speaking, sleeping, your business is on. When you are on a vacation, your business is on automatically. People keeps on coming, and they are making decisions and they are purchasing your products automatically, all on its own. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Now, then it comes to webinars. These days, webinars are getting momentum, are very popular, and I tell you, webinars are very effective. Very, very effective. Okay. But at the same time, you must learn video creation and video editing as well. There are free tools available. You don't need expensive cameras for making videos. All of us have got this particular thing. This small thing is enough for creating videos. Okay, so use your smartphone, create good videos. Not like that, देखो मैं Connaught Place में घूम रहा हूँ, या देखो मैं एयरपोर्ट पे हूँ, या देखो मैं दुबई में हूँ. Not like that. It should be something which gives value to your viewers, which gives some value to the society, and those videos will work wonders in establishing you as an authority. It should be on a regular basis. So you must have the knowledge and systems for editing and all that. Okay. Now, the next step is creating communities. भैया communities या हिंदू मुस्लिम community नहीं बनाना है. Okay. When I say creating communities, is you have to create your own communities, your own groups, your own follower group on social media platforms like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like YouTube, like LinkedIn or Telegram, and blah, 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 blah. You should have a bigger community. You're starting with one platform. You can start with one platform, maybe Facebook or YouTube or whatever it is, and gradually move on to other platforms also. And you should have communities of your own, and gradually convert that community into your email list. Once you convert that into email list, then it becomes your own personal asset. Okay, which you can utilize for promoting anything and everything. But you have to nurture your list also. That is a separate thing which I teach in the email marketing course. Okay. Now, it comes to products. Whereas normally people think product बनाओ और उसका marketing शुरू कर दो, बेच दो उसको. That's wrong, as I told you earlier. So products can be free products. Some of the products free बांट दो सबको free में. अभी आप बोलोगे, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आप बोल रहे थे फ्री नहीं देना, बट ये वो चीज है, मछली आपको अगर लेनी है, मछली का शिकार करना है, तो यू हैव टू हैव ए बेट. कांटा डालते हैं ना. So these free things are just for attracting the masses to you, to your products, to your services. So there's some small things has to be free, which you have to keep on distributing, keep on giving free regularly. Okay. Then the second category is affordable products. So anybody and everybody can buy them, and once they use it, they see that the product or the service or the training or the coaching is useful, they become your followers, they become a loyal customer to you. And then comes the core product. Whatever core product you have to focus on the sale of that product. Okay. Once you reach there, then you should develop some premium products also, like membership sites or mastermind groups or other coaching groups, where it can be a monthly meet or a fortnightly meet, or you can have them in your mastermind or group or club, whatever you call it, for say 6 months, for 1 year, and you charge heavy fees for that. People interact amongst themselves, and you give them valuable knowledge and information which is useful for their business. Okay, so there can be a number of things which can be evolved out of this, but there should be beginning with the free products. Okay, now after the products, you should have strategies, product strategies, whatever products you are going to have, then marketing strategies, sales strategies, and what you are planning for the future. So you have to focus on all these 4 areas. If you just leave anyone out of them, you will not be that much successful, which you can be if you focus on each and everything.